شكرا على المقدمة الأخ نبيل.
Thank you for your presentation. Also, I thank the Office of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid. When we talk about the future cities, we cannot say, of course, the cyber electronics on the side. Electronic cyber is very important, especially in the cities which support future vision. We have to put something special for that. Why do we care about cybersecurity? We, as cities, we always call ourselves future cities, especially in Dubai. We say Dubai is the future city, always looking for the best places in order for the welfare of the citizens and the residents of this ground. And we have to make our services all digital. So we depend on the digital services, also digital applications. We are depending on that, and all our life is becoming digital one way or another. So the digitization in our life have risks and challenges. I don't know what this fly. Challenges which we are facing since we are depending on digitization. Of course, cyber security is increasing more and more. And with this increase, there comes the danger and the risk. So against that, according to the City of the Future, we have to improve our security and also the infrastructure in order to make sure that we are safe against any threats, any cyber threats. We will take you with a video in 1 minute, and I will talk in details to give you why it's important to the indicator of Dubai and why we have taken it in order to prove that we are really protected against cybersecurity, or at least improve the security. So what's the role of Dubai in cybersecurity, and what's the indicator? It's the acceleration of the response for threats. Also, to measure the data, and it's operated by the Emirates Analytics. And we integrate all special and general information in the center. Of course, the indicator for cyber security is an initiative launched by His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid in July 2020. So after the launch, 2020, it was Corona time, and of course, everybody was at home. We are working only remotely. So this is a proof as Dubai that Dubai is a future city. Everything that has to do with cyber attacks, everything was done during Corona. So the indicator has certain aims and goals, and that's why it was established in order to achieve these goals. In Dubai cyber security, we have launched a certain number to give us the statue of Emirates security, as well as the government's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the numbers. So this system is a very simple system that will give us a comprehensive idea about the cyber security in Dubai. Also, we want to measure the maturity of the departments. Some departments are excellent in media, others in something else. So we wanted to know, according to certain indicators, what are the departments who are excellent in cybersecurity, also to improve and enable the other departments in order to improve their cybersecurity against any threats or risks. That's why we want to save and protect assets. And also we in Dubai government, we like to empower the other departments also to be competitive, like we saw His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid in regard to the customer departments. There were competitivity for the centers who got 3 stars, for example, worked on themselves to get awarded by 4 and 5 stars. So we encourage the departments to be competitive to each other. But this competitiveness will lead to having cybersecurity city, excellent one. So how we measure that cybersecurity? First of all, we have an operational center for security work. First, we collect the data, the traffic which comes daily, and we analyze whether there's any doubted traffic. We inform, of course, the center, and we get a veil of that. If we see something doubtful, of course, all the authorities help each other so that they will be with us in the cybersecurity in order to measure the security. And there's important, of course, to have a team for cybersecurity. Everybody, of course, is threatened. We have the culture of responsibility and responsiveness. So we have the standardization, which is the accelerated response. For example, if you have a security issue in your department, you have how long would it take you in order to treat this? So we give it back to the department to work on it. Also, according to attentive or alerts, we gave them 4 alerts. How many alerts did they have response, or how much of these alerts has been ignored? When we gave the indicator, we also improved the resource of information, the information which we need and take from government departments in order to analyze. So if the quality of these resources are not 100%, so the alerts, the security alerts will not be very accurate as any process. Let's take cooking, for example. If we put ingredients which are not fresh, the cook at the end will not be good. So we have data. If we don't have quality data, so the security will not be accurate. That's why we improved this resource to make sure that whenever send us a raw data, has to be aligned with this indicator which we have improved. So, is it enough that in the departments we have responsive teams? Of course, cybersecurity is vast and large, so we are always working on it. And we also launched what's called the Shield, in order to make sure that there are no gaps anywhere, so that the hackers will not be able to exploit the data or will lock down the information and keep threatening that department or the cybersecurity in the authority. So every beginning of the month, we have 306 parts, and we have a shield there. So the shield will scan all these sites, making sure that there is no gaps that will lead to attacks. So after scanning, a monthly scanning, there should be a report to write about the findings and send it to the authority. The last thing is we follow up to see whether, if there were gaps, have they been closed or still open. So if the gaps were still open, we have a cyber index, so their score will be lowered. In the departments, we take the statistics in regard of the cyber index. The data is coming daily, not monthly. 1.5 terabyte of database. So we get that information. We have about 60 authorities that have taken advantage here in cybersecurity on a daily basis. So, of course, we have 60 departments, but also other sites which are important. So we have 106 sites that we follow up on a monthly basis. We have a global cybersecurity index, which is a global index, and it's very important. And of course, we would like always to excel anything, even the global indexes. So the global cyber index, it's from ITU, from the United Nations. They put that index in order to evaluate the UAE was 33, and we reached lately to we scored number 5. And this is because of the, of course, efforts of all the local departments. Well, we have talked about the response team in every department, and we talked about the scanning also, so that they will not stop their services and the data will not be stolen. Also, under the index, there is a TARISH program. We know that it is social engineering attacks. What is social engineering attacks? They exploit individuals. For example, if they tick on a certain link or download a certain doubtful file, so they put information on the link. The attacker will benefit from that information. So we have the drivers. It has to know that it is according to the standard, according to phishing attacks. So I don't know how to translate into Arabic. We have TARISH program. It can work on 6 things. Those drivers has a record here. SPF, the IKM remark. The server will be recorded, and it will have an electronic certificate proving that it is serious even before coming to the institution. Even the institution will be registered, and it has NDS record. Also, we have email encryption for the emails. We want to make sure that it is applied in the server or not. Also, email spoofing. What is email spoofing? I'm in a certain institute, for example, another one in the same institute. Can the attacker send an email as if my department has sent it to me, and as a recipient or employee, I don't know whether it is from the attacker or really from the department. So we make sure whether the spoofing is applied, because any attacker can take the ID of any colleague and they send it as if it's coming from a colleague. So the employee will not know that it is an attacker. He will think with a goodwill that it's from his colleague. So that's why we follow up that application in order to decrease the threats in the government of Dubai. We talking about also about the indicator, the discoverer, Al-Kashif. We have 4 programs also. We will add other indications also that will show how mature are the departments. So we have talking about the gaps that are found in the government departments, but there are also some gaps in the infrastructure, whether from servers, routers, computers, systems. So if we keep those systems open, the attacker will have a chance to attack the department, and it will be exploited from the attacker, stealing data or putting malwares or something else. So the discoverer will find out the internal gap and in the infrastructure and follow up with the departments in order to close those gaps. What we try to achieve from the discoverer or the Al-Kashif program, we have vulnerability patching team who is specialized in order to close the gaps on a regular basis, and we always measure how much gaps we have. We decrease the possibilities of attackers, especially digital attacking. Also, it is an indicator for how risky are the attacks. It means it's more exposed and prone to attacks. So we can help, of course, the departments or the other parties in achieving a better place in the cybersecurity. Also, we provide future programs. For example, if the score is 1 or 2, it means we don't have patching management in the department. So in our future program, we can employ more people who are specialized in this so that to decrease the caps or eliminate it all. Even so we give an insight to the local departments what they can do in order to improve this problem of closing the gaps. We will explain through a video about the Al-Kashif or the discoverer. محمد رح تخلص أول وحدة. ابتدوا. This was the Al-Kashif program, or the Discoverer. The slogan is to have Dubai as the most safety in terms of security. So if we are looking forward for security and always exert our efforts to be excellent, so it's one of our responsibility in order to measure the type of security we have, what are our weaknesses in cybersecurity, and where is our strength lie, in order to help in general the systems in Abu Dhabi, in Dubai. I've reached the last slide here, so we will give way to Q&A. If anybody has any question, he can ask, and I'm ready to answer before I leave the stage. Peace be upon you. Thank you very much for your explanation. I've heard about it, but not so accurate, and the tools used. Thank you very much. But according to you, since you are in the scoop, which is cybersecurity, in your opinion, with the advancement of the IT, which is a global, were you able actually to keep a pace with protecting those who are working? I'm not talking about specialized departments or individuals, but are they keeping up with the advancement in the technology, especially in the fifth industrial evolution? If we have statistics according to the hackers, and I know information about it, though it's not published, it's really frightening. We know that the hackers also have advanced and improved their tools. So are they capable to get advanced too much? And is this what forced His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid to improve and advance? Have you improved the cybersecurity that much? As you said, the indicator has been done according to these things since 3 years, of course. 600%, of course. What happens whenever we depend on cybersecurity and digitization? There will be a chance, more chance for attackers. Of course, they are advancing their tools. Of course, AI, as they employ it for attack, we employ it for defense. Of course, we used AI, but it wasn't in the indicator. We used it against the phishing attacks. If you have a link, of course, on the WhatsApp or email, when you call that link, thinking that it is trustworthy, it's changing, actually. Nobody, some engines, they take a data set saying that all are not good and threatened. But this is not working nowadays like this, because there's always, when you get an attack, you had to add it to the set. So what we have advanced, the AI in itself, when you bring on UR, they will make sure that the certificate is right and see the link and give you the information whether it's trusted or not. Is it malicious or safe? So we employed AI to be always renewed. once it's read from the data set, it will be self-renewable and self-advancement. So the defense system is also changing and advancing. We have even some companies who are specialized in OIT security. So the struggle will always be there. And we have our ambitions to be in more digital countries. At the same time, of course, we have to improve our capabilities, and the defense will be advanced. I can't hear the speaker. Please use the mic. Good morning.
Excellent presentation and congratulations for your rise up the scale. I have a few questions. I think the comprehensiveness is clear, but my question is in the context of social media and the use by criminals to manipulate, use deepfake and manipulate governments and businesses, etc. That's one, your population is very connected, everybody's buzzing around on social media, but the psychological things and the manipulation that can happen, is there a strategy in that? That's the first question. The second, I'd like to invite you to join the IEEE on the AI ethics standards, because from the Arab world, I think you're the leaders in that space and we need more diversity to participate and influence. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think we like in Dubai Electronic Security Center, in terms of deepfake, we have some projects that, because deepfake is also based on AI, and it's a new thing to the whole world, I would say. And we are trying to combat that, but in terms of anything related to individuals that are being attacked, for example, in deepfake videos, we have our the Dubai police. They are handling all those kinds of issues, which we call the e-crime. There is a comprehensive team that is dedicated only to solve any data theft to individuals, or deepfake, as you said, to individuals, or blackmailing, any kind of those things that is attacking individuals are handled by e-crime division in Dubai police. So we are trying, as I said, to align with the recent ways of faking news and faking videos and any sort of that. But I cannot announce anything today. We are definitely working on that. أي سؤال آخر? Any other questions?
السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
Peace be upon you. Thank you very much for your lecture. And the session was really informative. In regard to Dubai Center for Cyber Security, we are always accustomed that the cyber security always in defense. So are they working on offense to be the best way for defense, or you don't have such a strategy? Of course, we cannot wait for the attackers to make a step in order to defend. Is there any preemptive measures to be taken? Thank you for the question. We, of course, in the Operations Center, we have applied automation, and what that implies, we, of course, collect the data. So what characterizes Dubai operations? We take too much, a huge data. So we analyze that data. Sometimes there will be an attack on two parts. So we follow the attack and put an end to it. We eliminate it. So if the tools are there. Directly, we inform the parties. So in that way, we make a preemptive measure. Suppose the attacker tried in the first time. Is there a way in order to eliminate that try or attempt? Of course, there are a set of ISR, Information Security Regulation. So any port, we don't have to open it. Why do we open it? Any connection from a certain country which we don't need to open, or any server which should be internal and accessed only by employees, why should we expose it to others? So all these regulations, if we apply it in the right way, we decrease too much of the cyber attacks. So we have information security regulations. We are always looking into it in order to make sure that they approve those indicators and those standardizations so that they will keep themselves secure about these things. Any other question? I don't think there are any more questions. Thank you very much for your listening, for your interest in cybersecurity, because it's very important, and you have to defend yourself actually from any cybersecurity. Of course, you have to renew your computers or mobiles. Do not. So that you will not get attacked. Of course, we talked about how to advance yourself regarding any attacks from cyber. Thank you very much for your interest in cyber security.